Okay. Hey, Heidi here, Texas Art and Soul, and I am going to be painting the paint by number, which we have these for sale for just a couple of days. So if you want to purchase them, we're going to talk a little bit about why and how you can purchase these, but also we only have them on sale until Sunday. I'm going to pin the comment to the top, so if you want to order, you can order more than one. It's a great thing to do on Christmas Eve. You can do this together, but we'll have everything sent to you. So basically, and please say hi. Tell me where you're from when you get on here. I would love to know where you're from, where you're watching from. Also, let me know where you are at right now. I was recently in Utah, and oh my gosh, it was like freezing cold. There was snow on the ground. I was like, what is going on? I need back in Texas. I mean, it's so beautiful there. It's one of my favorite places ever, but so cold. Okay, so let me turn the volume down on this one. And I may not be able, I really want to wear this jacket, but I may not be able to if it's going to get like all up in my paint. Let me see. Okay. All right, so there we are. Great. Okay, I can see your comments. Yay. Hey, Melissa from Ohio. We got Patsy from Oklahoma City. Oh my gosh, they're coming in fast. Let's see. How do I order and ask? Okay, so there is a link in the description. Actually, no, I'm not. It's not in the description. It is pinned to the comments, or if you're watching on TikTok, the link is in the bio. Now, we're going to have this link available for until Sunday, but that is it. We posted this yesterday, and we've already sold over 100 just with a couple of posts. And we ship these ourselves. So we have a lot of paint parties coming up. So we basically have to stop the shipping. We have to stop the orders on Sunday just to make sure we can get them all out to you. So we just put a link up where you can order multiples. So here's what I suggest. I suggest that you order, oh my gosh, we have Karina from Honduras. Y'all, I'm such like squirrel. I'm sorry. And I also want to tell you about the Carrie Underwood concert. We have, let's see. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy you're here. Oh, and Penny, you're in Paint Party Headquarters. Yay. If you're in Paint Party Headquarters, please do hashtag PPHQ. I'm so happy you're here. Very cool. Oh my gosh, all the way from Costa Rica. Very cool. Michael, Missouri, just leaving the deer woods. Oh, I bet they're so pretty. Oh, I bet it's so pretty. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do is once you order, it's going to give you an email and it'll say, you know, we're getting it together. We're actually getting them all together next week so we can send out so you get it. So you're able to do this in December. And that's why we're cutting off orders on Sunday. And you're going to get all the stuff that it says, the paint by number. So you'll get the colors you need. And this right here, y'all, is like a canvas paper. So this will actually be numbered by my daughter, Pixie. She will actually number these for you. We don't print the numbers because if we print the numbers, then you'll be able to see them. And it doesn't look as cute on your painting. And then you can actually cut it down a little bit and frame it. And look at how cute this is. Now, here is why I recommend getting more than one, okay? Think, if you just put on some great Christmas music, we're going to give you a QR code that'll link you directly back to this video. So hopefully you'll have some great Christmas music on. If you need to figure out how to do this, you can fast forward this part because obviously right now, all I'm doing is painting the black background. So not, no surprise here. But I'm actually here in just a minute going to be giving you step-by-step instructions. So you can go back to this video. So in your package, and again, this is for anybody outside the U.S., I'm so sorry. The shipping has gotten unreal. So we're only shipping these in the United States. So it's $26 includes shipping in the U.S. And so you can order more than one. And what I recommend is we're going to put a QR code in there that's going to lead you back to this video. So have you ever taken like a video from YouTube or anything like that or on your phone and you've actually made it bigger on the TV? Have you ever done that? Oh, that'd be great. Penny, you and your daughter could do this together. If you've ever done that, then you know that you can make this bigger. And here in a minute, when I start doing the step-by-step, I'll show you exactly how to do it. And then you could just go back to this video. I'll give you a QR code in your package, and then go back to the video, maybe put me on mute, and then you could put Christmas music on, and then you could totally just, you know, listen to some Christmas music with your friends, your kids, your aunt, whoever. Like, I want to remind y'all, as we start to get together for the holidays, sometimes it's fun, especially if you ever have those awkward moments with family. I know I'm the only one. I know some of us have awkward moments with family and we're not really sure what to do. This is something fun you could pull out. And then what's going to be really cool is, let's say you have your aunt, your cousin, your niece. They all sign their name, and then you can frame them, get the frames on, you know, a sale. And then every year, get them out and you'll be like, remember that time we painted those Highlanders? Remember that time we painted this cute Christmas cow? So, and everybody could do different hats. They could do different stuff. Oh, thank you. I see a few of y'all saying you love my jacket. So I wore this in honor of Carrie Underwood because I'm going to tell y'all about the concert experience we just had. So I'm going to finish this black and then tell you the next step. And then I'll go ahead and tell you what happened at the concert, because it was kind of a funny story. Is that okay with you? Let me know if you want to hear the Carrie Underwood concert story. I would love to share if you are wanting to hear a little story time. Okay, so I'm going to get this black on here, and then I'm going to go ahead and paint the base coat of the brown. So let me finish this black real quick. Let me know if you are interested in hearing the Carrie Underwood story. And it was Pixie's first concert. Isn't that crazy? She's 16. She's never been to a concert. Let's see. Yes, love her. And yes, of course. Okay, good. I'm glad, because if not, sometimes, like, I feel like if I'm just here painting with y'all, I mean, of course I'm giving you steps, but you know, it could be a little boring. And so sometimes I like to share some crazy adventures with y'all, as well as the horse that kept taking my head through trees multiple times. We did this horseback riding experience in Utah. We had an extra day, and I told my husband, I said, hey, can you book something fun? Oh, Texas Art and Soul. So the team wants to hear. Okay. I'm definitely going to share. Okay. So, the quick horse story, and then I'll move on to the Carrie Underwood story. So this horse hated me. Oh my gosh, y'all. I've ridden horses a few times, and I love horses. Okay. Me and Breezy, I thought we were like this. Like, we did a trust thing where, like, apparently you put your arm down like his leg and make his hoof come up. It's supposed to be a whole thing. And I don't know that much about horses, but the lady told me that meant that the horse trusted me and that we would pretty much get along the next 2 hours. Well, Breezy immediately wants to take me through, I'm just using a smaller brush. So any of y'all that are re-watching this, whenever you purchase the paint by number, remember the paint by number link is pinned, and you can also just say paint by number and my team will give you the link so you can purchase. So anyway, this horse named Breezy immediately, like, is the boss. And I am so not the boss in this moment, because Breezy tries to take me to the barbed wire fence. And then Breezy decides there's a beautiful path with snow on both sides. I'm freezing my butt off, but whatever. And then Breezy decides to take me through all of the giant, like, there would be a perfectly beautiful path, and Breezy would step through the brush and go on top of every single boulder / whatever. Pixie and Bobby were looking majestic. Like, they were so majestic on their horses. Theirs were so beautiful. I mean, it was just crazy. And then me, I'm like legit in the trees. There was so much brush on my horse from him taking me straight through trees that the horse had like debris all over him, like all over her. It was a girl horse, all over her. And so the horse, like, specialists / experts, I don't know exactly what the correct term is, but they were like, you gotta be the boss. Like, you gotta, like, you know, make sure you're showing her that you're in control. And so I would do a few things, and then she would try to, like, you know, for a moment, she might act like I was in control. But then a few moments later, legit branches, like full grown trees. And I'm just, thank God I had a helmet on. I was just helmet first, just trying to get through the trees. And then finally Bobby, he had to go like behind me just to watch the action because he was laughing so hard. I was like, it is not funny. I mean, I had branches out my hat, like my helmet. They were all over Breezy. It was quite comical. And so finally me and Breezy just accepted the fact that she hates me, and that we were just trying to get through. We were just trying to get through that 2 hours. It was pretty intense. Let me know if you've ever had a horse riding experience where the horse did not like you so much. And I am a very, like, I feel like I'm a very, like, likable human. I try to be nice. I don't know what happens. So anyway, so that was that. Okay, then I'll tell you what happened to Carrie Underwood, because I think I scared her a little bit. Okay, so before I tell you the Carrie Underwood, I'm going to tell you the next step. So I'm just going to take, and again, you're going to get this. The horse thought you were the adventurous type. I know, right? Like, I am the adventurous type. That's the part that was so crazy. Okay, so the lightest brown, and again, we're going to have this numbered for you. So you don't have to stress. This will be numbered, so it'll match your number when you get your paint by number. So I'm going to take the honey brown, and I'm just going to paint it in these smaller places. Okay, so I'm going to paint it on the mouth here, on the bottom. And again, don't worry. It will show your number on your paint by number. So you'll have a paint pod that has the number as well as that. She felt you were scared or nervous. You know, Penny, I think they say that you can feel that. And it's weird because I wasn't nervous because, I mean, I've probably ridden horses a handful of times. But I was freezing. I was cold. So maybe it was like she knew I was like uncomfortable. But yeah, I don't know. It's so crazy. Oh, Lynn, thank you. Yeah, for all of y'all, happy Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh. What are you grateful for? Let's put that in the chat. Let's blow up the chat with gratitude. So I am grateful for the Carrie Underwood concert. So I bought this jacket for me to wear to Carrie Underwood. Then it ended up looking way cuter with Pixie's outfit, so I let her borrow it. Pixie, my daughter, she just looks so adorable, and it was her first concert, and we weren't sure if she was going to like it or not, so she literally brought like headphones in case that the music was too loud and it was going to freak her out or give her like crazy anxiety. But they started, you know, the DJ, and then they started doing just all these fun songs before the opening act. And Pixie and I were like, I mean, I was acting like a teenager and she is a teenager, and we were just having so much fun. Oh my gosh. So please let me know your first concert ever, because I asked that in some of the pictures, and I just ended up like loving your answers. Some of y'all have been to Elvis several times, and I was like, that is so cool. Like I watched the Elvis movie, and I would have loved that so much. So there were some really, really cool answers. I would love to hear some of y'all's answers. Lynn says, I saw your pics on Facebook, and it was amazing how close you were. Oh my gosh. So that's why I know it's so crazy, but I wanted Pixie's first concert to be epic because I wanted her to want to be a concert goer, because I love going to concerts, and especially during COVID for all of y'all that are like me and then we couldn't. Yeah, so I was like, okay, we're getting pit passes. Well, the ones sold out. They didn't have any that were anywhere close. I'm going to go ahead and start doing the brown, the reddish brown back here. So we did the honey brown in this spot. And then we're going to do the reddish brown in these areas. So, yeah, so I wanted to make sure we were really close. Conway Twitty was Alicia's first. It's awesome. Linda, okay, so we're doing concerts and gratitude. Linda's gratitude. I'm grateful for Jesus, my family, and finding PPHQ. Linda, I'm so happy you're here. That's awesome. Elton John. Wow, Lynn. That's really cool. So we got really close. We were standing in the pit, which means you don't get a seat for hours. And so we got there, I think at like 5:30, and she actually didn't come on until about 8. So you can imagine we were wearing boots and we were standing the entire time. And so anyway, so I was like, okay, I just really want like my picture with her. Like I've loved Carrie Underwood forever. But then she kind of like had this microphone thing that she had to grab, and they put it right there in front of me. And I was like, oh my gosh, Bobby, do you know what this means? Like, she's going to be right here. And I was so excited. Like, I was just so excited. And then, Cheryl says Elvis. Ah, that is so cool. Paul Revere and the Raiders. Oh my gosh, so cool. Let's see, the Hermits. I don't know who that is. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, she's starting to finally see it. I think she was resisting it for a long time. Let's see. Tammy says, grateful for my family and friends. First concert, Eddie Rabbit. Most recent, Disturbed. I don't know either of those. Are they good? Is it like rock? Or who are those for sure? But yeah, so anyway, so she came up to grab her little like microphone thing that she was going to be using. It was like a megaphone. And I was so awkward, y'all. I went to like say hi, but I didn't know how to do it. And like, I was like, just didn't know what to do with my hands. And I was like, and I think I had that look in my eyes because my daughter has a picture of me while I'm waving. And Carrie Underwood is like, we locked eyes for like half a second. And then she's like she has this weird look. I think I freaked her out. Like, I seriously think I freaked her out. I don't know exactly what look was on my face, but I was really excited. And I think I don't know. I think my eyes kind of came across crazy woman. I don't know, but she definitely did not make eye contact with me again. And then she actually was doing high fives like on our little row, and she stopped two before me, and I was like, no, so close. Rock and roll, very cool, Anne, very cool. Let's see. Rush was on the floor right in front of stage. Oh my gosh, you were front of stage. Yeah, now that I have done like an up close and personal concert, I do not think I can ever, like, I think I'll always want to stand. Like, I think I'll always want to stand because it was the coolest thing. Like, you could feel like the whole energy of the crowd just roaring, like screaming. And one of my favorite parts was when she sang How Great Thou Art. She moved to a different location, so I was kind of sad she wasn't right there, but it worked out perfect. She sang How Great Thou Art, which was the main song I was wanting her to sing. Linda says, too funny. I would do the same thing. I know, I got so awkward. I felt like Talladega Nights. Like, what do I do with my hands? Like, I was just so awkward. But yeah, so when she sang, oh my gosh, let me know if you have heard her sing How Great Thou Art. And if you have not, you have got to Google it, or you can go to my my TikTok. I actually posted the video of me like watching her sing How Great Thou Art. But I was just like, you know how when you have those tears rolling, like you don't even know you're crying, but you're just like the tears are rolling down your eyes. It was like that. I mean, I was just like, how? I mean, I know God is so creative and so giving with his gifts, but man, I feel like he gave her some extra doses of gifts for sure, because to be able to belt out in front of an audience of thousands and praise God like that, it just gave me chills. It was like for 3 hours, y'all, I just smiled. Like, just, this was my look for 3 straight hours. I was just like so happy. It was the coolest thing. Me and Pixie were just singing to every song. I'm going to cry just thinking about it. So if you ever have a chance to take your kid or something like that to a concert like that, I just highly recommend it. Cause I mean, we had the best time. I just felt like we were just rocking out. Penny says, I took my youngest concert for her first concert to Cheyenne Frontier Days. We saw Luke Bryan and 1 meet and greet tickets. It was her 16th birthday present. Oh, that is so cool. You scored some big mom points there. Very cool. Deanna says, Paul Revere and the Raiders first, but I've also seen Elvis in Vegas on our honeymoon and Diana Ross. Man, that's some cool points there too, for sure. Oh yeah, Andrea, for sure. I know her version of How Great Thou Art is just epic. I mean, it's so, so good. Okay, I'm going to kind of do this a little bit faster because I'm just getting in the moment. And I know if you are purchasing the, oh, Julie, you can purchase these. So if you're just now joining us, we're talking about the Carrie Underwood concert, how the horse Breezy hates my guts, and also how you can purchase the paint by number kits. So we're only selling these until Sunday. That's it. Yesterday we did 2 posts about it and we've already sold over 100. So we have to stop this on Sunday so we can make sure we can actually get these all out, because this is all being packed and shipped from my family. So the Easleys will be doing all of this, including Pixie and Bobby. They'll be helping out getting these ready for y'all. And then Pixie actually numbers these. So we print them, we number them all. So it's a paint by number. And we have to stop the orders by Sunday so we can get all of them out. And if you want to order them, you can click the link. Actually, you can just type in paint by number and my team should be able to reply with the paint by number link. Or it's pinned to the comments. If you're watching on TikTok, it's actually the link in the bio. If you're watching here, you can see it pinned to the comments, or you can click the link. Hey, Terry, I'm glad you found me. So yeah, Julie, you can click the link that's either posted in the comments right now or pinned to the top. And like I said, if you're watching this and it's after Sunday, I am so sorry. So the link will probably go to like a dead link. So if it's still working, that means you can still purchase it. If you're watching this, and just let me know if you want to put in, you're watching live right now or if you're watching replay. Because if you're watching replay and you're trying to click the link, it may not work, okay? So I apologize if you're watching this after the fact. I still, want you to follow, maybe check out some other stuff of ours. We do different things, like we'll sell paint by number kits for like a week, or we'll sell sleds or stuff like that. So if you ever want to know, make sure you're on my email list so that you can know when we're doing stuff like this. Because I sent out an email last night, and I'll probably send out an email today just saying make sure you order before we stop the orders. And this is another one. I know a lot of you are learning from me how to do paint parties, things like that. This has been one of our most popular this year. So if you're looking for something to do this Christmas, you want to have something fun, you can always put out every year. And these paint by numbers are so, so fun. Okay, oh, I forgot a little part of the eye. So right here, I have the kind of reddish brown, but I forgot this part of the eye is going to be this honey brown. So I'm going to go in and just add it. And remember, these paint by numbers, they're on like a canvas paper, and then you need to frame it after, okay? So it's a little bit bigger than an 8 by 10. So what I recommend doing is purchasing an 8 by 10 frame while they're on sale. So if you go to the dollar store or you go to Michael's, Hobby Lobby, get them on sale. Then what I highly recommend is when you purchase more than one, and let's say you get your kids, your grandkids, whoever to paint them with you while some great music is on, create a fun memory, get some coffees, some hot chocolates, put on a great Christmas movie, or I'll give you the link back to this so you can kind of remember what to do. I'll also give you a link to a step-by-step that you can print out. So that's another fun thing that you can have. Oh, good. Thank you, Julie. Thanks for your purchase. And then what you can do is you can just put on a great movie. Y'all can paint them together and then frame them all in the same type of frame. Make sure everyone signs it So every year, this is something cute you can get out and remember, like, oh my gosh, remember that time we did those cute Highlanders together. So I think it's something so fun to do as a family. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and paint in the eye. And I've been teaching these as paint parties, and what's been really cool to see is people who are really artsy and they make the eye like have eyelashes and cute fun stuff. So remember, you can always, spruce it up a little bit and do extra things like that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let that brown dry. Oh, I need to get this little bit right here. And if you're watching on TikTok, or maybe there's a video on Instagram right now, you can also click the link in the bio. So remember, if you're watching this as a replay, and you can't get it, then I'm so sorry, because we're stopping the sales on Sunday. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and grab the red. And this is where you might have family members that want to do different colors. We're going to send you the red paint in your paint by number. But if you have a bunch of crafts and things like that at home, you could actually grab some different color paints and then have that as well. So then you just have this fun kind of Christmas paint party with your family. And I love whenever you can take like a holiday where you might just be sitting around, everybody's looking on their phones. Instead, you can go, hey, we're going to do something fun. And everybody starts to get creative. It might be a little bit weird at first, but I promise you, if you put on some great music or a great movie and add some hot chocolate, it's going to be something that everybody will start to get into in a few minutes. Once everybody's like, okay, wait, what are we doing? Especially if you have that cousin that's like, doesn't ever want to talk or a little bit nervous. It kind of gives them something to do to not feel left out, and I think that's another fun thing about being together on the holidays is finding stuff like this to do where you can just kind of have fun together, and it just puts the pressure off of one person, or it takes away that and let me know, I know I'm not the only one, but it takes away sometimes that pressure of like trying to have something to do, or it also takes away, whenever people are just sitting there on their phones. It really, I think, when you can add something like this to where everybody just puts their phones down. I remember being at one of my family's Christmas, and I just looked around for a second, and I was like, this is lovely. Like, why did we even all get together? Everybody is literally on their phones, on social media, and I'm trying to make awkward conversation. Like if you've ever had that, I know I am not the only one. Please let me know I am not alone. Okay, so I just added some red there. And I'm also going to go ahead, while I have the red out, just go ahead and do that for the candy cane as well. And simple, just every other one. Pixie probably won't label this for y'all just because it's pretty, yep. Okay, good. I'm not the only one. Okay, good. I don't want to feel totally alone. Some of my family parties, there's no, like, it's totally fine. Everybody's yapping and not a big deal. But then you have some families you get together and you're like, oh my gosh, what are we going to talk about? And it's like almost this sense of, I want to connect, but how? How do we? How about a Christmas Highlander cow to help connect the family? Okay, so I'm going to use a little bit of this red that's on my brush. I'm going to grab a little bit of that honey brown and then a little bit of that white. And when I mix those together, I'm just getting a lighter color. Might use a little bit more red. And this is just going to be for the nose. Oh, just staying home for the holidays this year. Yes, we're doing two things. And let me know y'all's holiday plans. We're going to actually get together with my family in Florida for a couple of days. Really excited about that. And then we're going to stay home the rest of the time. So just kind of having just kind of a calmer Christmas. You're not alone. I wish I had this to take with me tomorrow. Oh my gosh, Linda, I wish I could get it out to you sooner. Remember, if you're in Paint Party headquarters, you can go ahead and print it. So all of y'all that are in Paint Party headquarters, you can actually print your own. So you would be able to have access to that. We're in Florida. So we used to live in Panama City Beach for 10 years. So we're going back there to see some family. But we're only there for like a day and a half. Because we always like to have Christmas with Pixie. Since we had Pixie, and let me know if this is something y'all do too. Since we had Pixie, we always wanted to like have her be here for Santa Claus and all of that stuff. So we kind of always been at our house on Christmas Eve and stayed at our house on Christmas. So it's been kind of a tradition. And so she just has a couple more years at the house with us. So we're trying to keep that tradition until she goes away to college. And then who knows? Those of you that are empty nesters, you know that everything kind of changes. Let's see. Oh, good, Linda. Yeah, if you're in PPHQ, go in there and print it. You have access to it. Julie says, I should decorate, but I'm still remodeling. Oh, what a job. Oh my gosh, that is a lot of work, I'm sure. What are you remodeling? Like a house? You're remodeling your house? I'm going to take a little bit of the honey brown with just a little bit of the white. And remember, if you're watching this and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to do that, you can order these. If you're watching on TikTok, the link is in the bio. We only have them on sale for a couple of days. So if you're watching the replay and it's not letting you buy, it's because we only have these on sale till Sunday because we have to pack them. We have to get ready. We have to get them all shipped to you. And then we have a lot of paint parties scheduled in December. So our family is very busy doing a bunch of paint parties. So we're only selling them until Sunday. So if you're watching, this is a replay and you can't purchase it, I'm so sorry. But we'll probably offer them again next year. So now I'm going to add white on top of white. But the only reason I'm doing that is because I want to kind of blend while this little light brown is wet, just to get kind of a shadow on the bottom. Okay, so just a little bit of a shadow on the bottom. See how easy that was? And then I just take a little bit of this white. And if it did dry, I can add a little bit more of that brown right there. But I don't want to have too much of the brown up on the top part. So I'm just going to add that. And we're about to make this whole Highlander come to life, okay? This is the cool part because as you get to this part, sometimes people can be like, oh, it's not going to turn out well. But this is the part where it kind of all starts to come together. So you have to remember as you are painting to not judge it until the very end, okay? Oh, that's cool, Diane. Awesome. My whole inside of my house. Oh my gosh, Julie, that's a lot of remodel in one take. That's a lot. Yeah, it would be definitely hard to decorate for Christmas if you're remodeling your house. Maybe you can get like just like a little small tree and put on like one area, or I don't know what the best thing would be, that, or go to somebody else's house for Christmas that definitely decorated, if you can't have Christmas where you're remodeling, that might be your option. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so here we go. Now, again, if you're, nervous about the lines, you can always go the next step and buy, a Posca pen or a paint pen and then draw those lines down. But I'm going to show you how to do it with a liner brush because that doesn't come with it. But before I do that, I'm going to grab the darker brown paint, and I'm just going to start adding in some swooshes, okay? So this part's kind of fun because you just start adding in little lines. And you can do this with the kind of bigger brush that I give you, or you can do this with the littler brush because you're going to get two brushes with your kit. And then I just you can almost see through where those lines are. And so I'm just kind of grabbing it and moving it on top of where those lines are. Now, just a heads up, this is where you, or if you ordered these for your family, can start to get a little excited and go crazy. Now, I say as long as everybody's having fun, that's all that matters, okay? See where those come up here? I can just add in right over those lines. But my main thing is, as long as everybody's having fun, just let them have fun. Maybe say, hey, switch to the smaller brush so it shows up a little bit more. If it starts to get too crazy, but I'm just going to start adding little lines. So it's almost like little brush strokes for my cute, cute Highlander cow, okay? So little brush strokes in here. And then what's fun is you can start to add in different colors. So if you're wanting to order your paint by number, go ahead and click the link that's either in the bio, pinned to the top, in the description, or you can say Highlander in the comments and you can order yours. And it is $26, includes the brushes, the paint, the canvas. It's already done for you. All the lines are on there. Pixie actually hand writes all of the paint by numbers where you paint, so that you can just grab it and everybody can paint their own. So I'm going to add some little lines in here as well. Let's see. Cherie says, oh, good, Julie, a tiny tree on a fireplace. That's good. Cherie says, a couple of weeks ago, I painted a snowman on a piece of wood after watching you teach us how. It's leaning near our fireplace. That's awesome. Very cool. I know these are so fun to paint. I think that's like one of the things I hope that, you know, no matter if you're teaching paint parties or not, because I know this page is almost 100% dedicated to teaching you how to make money teaching paint parties. So that's what I specialize in. But no matter what's going on, like, I hope that you're painting. I hope that you're using art to heal. It's one of my favorite ways to get out of my head is to create and to paint and to exhale, you know, and just have that moment. So whatever's going on in your life, I hope that you're making some time for your creativity, because I know it's hard. There were many years when I was a teacher and I was working so much and doing paint parties on the side. It was really, really hard to try to, you know, do all that plus have fun, you know, time to create and make something kind of fun. So I know it can be difficult, but it is doable, especially if you have some time coming up that's off. Maybe it's just something really easy like this. You know, I was talking to another artist the other day and I was like, how do you get over like your creative block? And she said, she goes, sometimes it's just more about having a simple win. And I was like, that's so smart, because sometimes we can, if we're trying to get over this like creative dry spell, for example, and we're trying to come up with new stuff, or maybe you're an artist and you really are trying to like paint something new. Right now I'm trying to come up with something new and I'm kind of like hitting a dry spell. And it's like, I was like, how do you overcome that? And she said, sometimes it's about just doing a quick win. So this could be your easy, quick win. You're following along step by step. You're doing something that's, you know, not too difficult. You're making something happen that's, you know, literally going to be put on there for you. I'm just going to take some black and just outline some of these big pieces of hair. But you're just having kind of this quick win. And I think that sometimes too, especially for those of you that, you know, feel like, oh, I want to get back into creating, but I just don't know how. This is one of those ways. So again, we have these on sale until Sunday, and that is it. Then if you're watching the replay, and the link is going to a page where you can't purchase. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry, but that just means that we are frantically getting all of these out for you and ready to go. So make sure that if you like seeing this kind of stuff, or you're interested, or you know a friend that's interested, make sure you put their name in there and put their name in the comments so they can see this video. And then if this is something you want to come back to, you can always, an easy way to do that is you can either save it, like in your saved videos, or I know sometimes people will just share it to their page so that they don't forget it for later. But if you do purchase, don't forget, as part of purchasing this, you're going to get a QR code that'll lead you back to this video. So that way you can watch exactly how I'm doing this. So all I'm doing now, y'all, is just taking this black and outlining. So everything's going to start coming together over these next few minutes. And then what I would recommend doing is ordering at least one, but you'll see you have the option to order more than one. And I highly recommend doing this either on Christmas Eve or doing this at a family get-together with a couple of people. And just seriously having kind of like your own little paint party. It's so much fun. This is an 8.5 by 11. However, I recommend getting an 8 by 10 frame and then just cutting it down a little bit. So get an 8 by 10 frame and then just cut it down just a smidge whenever you go to frame it. Because you'll be able to cut this because it's like a canvas paper. So you'll be able to cut it down. Okay, so I'm going to finish up here. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. We have gone over our time. I had a meeting at noon and I didn't realize I was going to be yapping so much and painting so much. But it's just so fun. It's so fun. Okay, so I'm going to add a couple of white spaces here too, just to add some highlights. A little bit of that. Oh, let me outline this for y'all as well. I want to have it totally finished so when you come back to this video, you have all the completed pieces. So now I'm just outlining the hat. And while we're finishing off here, if anybody wants to say what they're most grateful for, I would love to give you a shout out and kind of end the video with our finished projects and our gratitude. We're just going to have some lines in here. And these lines, y'all, still show up. So those lines I just drew on were already on there. So you're going to see those whenever you get them in the mail. Okay, all right, let me go ahead and add some white. So for the eye, all I'm doing is the back of the brush that you'll get. Just a little dot, okay? And then after the little dot, I'm just going to do almost like a semicolon. And now he's alive. Okay, and we're just going to add some white details. So this is kind of fun. Before we add the snow, sometimes I just like to add little white highlights here and there. And any of y'all that are in Paint Party headquarters, I know we have been using this for our paint parties. So make sure if you're inside Paint Party headquarters, you have rights to use this for your paint parties. It's one of our designs that our awesome Julie did inside of Paint Party headquarters. So make sure that you are using it for your paint parties. Now, if you're not in Paint Party headquarters, you can totally order this as a paint by number kit. And the link is in the description. Go ahead and grab it so that you can paint this at your house with your family, with your friends, all of that. Amy, I'm thankful I found you. Oh, God knew I needed your kindness and art therapy. Oh my gosh. Thank you for saying that, Amy. I'm thankful for you. That is amazing. Linda says, so cute. Happy Thanksgiving to you, your team, and family. Oh, happy Thanksgiving to you too, from all of us and our family. And Tori says, thankful for faithful friends. Yeah, can we all just, oh my gosh, right now, be thankful for friends, be thankful for just opportunities, be thankful for the hope we have, you know, not only in God, but just the hope we have in life, the hope we have in knowing God has a plan for us. I think that's one of the things that gets me through is knowing God's got a plan for all of us and what's coming. Thankful I don't know what's all coming because I don't think my heart could handle sometimes the things that come our way that we know in this life we have to go through. I'm just going to bring this string down around here and down, just around here and down. And then I'm going to add, there's lines on here, like I said. I can see those lines through, but I'm just going to go ahead and go right on top of them. And then turn my brush over, dot, dot, dot. And then we're going to put snow all over it. Put snow all over. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Thank you for saying don't forget that. Julie says, I'm grateful for my granddaughters and my 2 dogs that are always waiting for me and that my son is alive. Oh my gosh. I hope everything's okay. And yes, so grateful for our kids, our family. So many things out there to be grateful for when you start looking. And I think, Thanksgiving, I know Pixie was saying, she's like, it's just not that fun of a holiday. And I'm like, it's like you're being grateful. Like, it's so hard sometimes to, and Pixie's very grateful. She really is, but she sometimes still has those moments where we're trying to teach her, like, this is something cool, or this is something that we want to be grateful for, or always thank God for. And she's pretty good about that. And I think we all have our moments, including myself, where we get ungrateful, or we start to realize, like, oh my gosh, we start to have those times in our life where we got to reset, regroup, and go, wait a minute, how can I look at this situation differently? Or how can I make something, how can I make today feel like it's going to be something where I can, show God that I appreciate what he's done for me. So I think sometimes it doesn't always come easy, especially whenever we just have times when we're down, or we have times when we've lost people, or, when we're coming into the holidays where a lot of people, they're going through the holidays, but we just don't know what people are going through, and we don't know the hurt that they have. So I just hope that all of you can just be really grateful this Thanksgiving for wherever you're at and whatever you have. I hope it's a good one. And I just wanted to say, if you wanted to order the cutie patootie little Highlander cows, you're going to get, you won't get the frame, so I highly recommend you going to buy your own frames, but it's about an 8x10. You'll cut this down a little bit, and you'll also get a little thing of glitter. So once this dries, you can see that I added glitter to this one, and the link is in the description. The link is pinned to the comments. And it's there so you can grab it, and we only have them available till Sunday. So if you want to order this, amazing. If you don't, no hard feelings, but if you do, you have until Sunday. And thank you so much for all of y'all that ordered. And my family will be doing all of the packing, all of the shipping, so we'll turn the orders off Sunday night so we can get them all shipped and packed next week. All right, I hope you have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you soon. Happy Thanksgiving.